kind of inconsiderate, but you know, we're on now. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So the prize pool for this is
Right.
crowdfunded. You can do ! prize pool to see the contributions to the bracket and contribute to the bracket if you are interested. Every bit counts, and you can see the prize pool split on there between, each of the players, how much everybody gets. So yeah, cool. And we are going and Gohan with the surge advantage here. As we do see that -12 on Turtle's board. Turtle upstacking here, trying to spike this out, trying to get a break there from Gohan. Gohan breaks in the 37 spike and does find the kill for the first point.
Turtle, I think, died exactly on the dot, I think, if I could see that correctly. Maybe one over, but that was very close. And they had a very good board to potentially downstack, so quite fortunate for Gohan that the kill actually went through, because if it didn't, that could have been a potentially very rough spot to be in. Now it's Turtle's turn to have the significantly better board, and we can see what they make of that. They make a 30 spike and win. Okay.
Pretty good there. Yeah, so we're tied up at 1.
Good plan. We get the classic TD opener versus 6-pin type opener. Ooh, Turtle getting a very convenient well there for some free sends. Go on high up on the board, but has some pretty good down stacking lined up there, and manages to transition to some 7-2 stacking. And yeah, that down stacking was just a bit too much for Turtle to handle. Gone once again in the lead. PCO.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna see. Yeah, the PCO stack I feel like is pretty common in Season 2. Leads to a lot of good all spins opportunities, but also popular is that STPC spin that we saw Turtle do there. I'm guessing we're going to see a lot more of that, but Gohan with the
probably will
break there.
I do think what I've found is that Gohan does really prefer the 5-4 stack as opposed to 6-3. I think from a lot of time to see them just play stuff and quick play, they usually just prefer the 5-4 stack, which maybe that's just some Season 2 meta shift I'm unaware of, but I know at least in Season 1, 6-3 was usually what most top players preferred, so some interesting developments there. Ooh, Turtle getting a very bad piece order to just barely not be able to handle that spike. And Gohan potentially running away with it here, 4-1.
STPC spin comes out here from Turtle, who's setting up the mech heart shape and plonking a little bit with that nice well that was gifted to them there. But Gohan is going to have that back-to-back lead early off, and the misdrops there from Turtle can't even get into that stack.
It's always some good like physical comedy, I think, when you the plonk into misdrop when you speed up again. It's one of the funnier things to watch, I think. It's
for sure.
Of course, quite unfortunate for the players, but it has a very slapstick feel to it, yeah.
Oh, definitely. And it's almost like sometimes the plonking makes it worse because you're kind of slowing down your muscle memory, and that's where that comes from.
A lot of this game is like being in this sort of flow, and yeah, just sort of breaking that flow can have some bad consequences at times. Ooh, that's just Turtle caught at a very bad time, just with no way to break that surge. IP's stuck on hold and just caught by some good timing from Gohan. And Turtle just not messing around, just going straight to mech heart.
What is that? That was quite the 3T spin shape there from Gohan, and I mean, it does work.
It does work, and yeah, Turtle in some 9-0 here. Manages to hang on though. Gets some cheese on the board. Gohan able to start building surge before Turtle, so we'll see if that pays off in about 10 seconds. Turtle finds a combo though that manages to force Gohan to break, but once again Turtle with more cheese on the board. Gohan having some free reign to start building surge earlier.
Did Turtle just misdrop into a fin?
I don't think that was a fin. That was just a mini.
Something like that.
That was just a mini, I think.
Okay, just a mini. Okay, I know my T-spin shapes. I just saw.
Yeah,
that's what I
it was
saw.
something fancy. I wasn't
Something
entirely
cool.
sure myself, but I have the stream on the second monitor, so I get some instant.
Yeah,
replays
that's
when
my
I need
favorite
them.
meta, the instant replay. The
Yeah,
homemade instant replay.
it's good. It's good. Especially when you point out something that I missed and the round ends, so I can actually go back and check and comment. It's good.
Gohan with the break there. Turtle with another horizontally misdropped eyepiece.
But manages to work through, and Gohan again though with the surge advantage coming from Turtle's misdrops, and that's just sort of potentially been spiraling out of control this set. The Turtle misdrops into Gohan being able to just start building surge a little bit sooner, forcing Turtle to potentially speed up and make more misdrops.
The 40 spike out of nowhere from Turtle. Gohan survives it, but they don't have back-to-back, and that's going to give Turtle the opportunity to build this right now.
Gohan finding some all spins though, but -12 is a hefty deficit to overcome, especially against Turtle, who is very, very good at pushing the back-to-back advantage once they have it. And yeah, successfully, you know, misdrops, but manages to find a combo out of that misdrop, and that is not enough for Gohan to get out. And Turtle hopefully starting at least a partial comeback.
Gohan with that heart shape, getting that back-to-back advantage going even further. There's the break with the 28 spike, but Turtle has the survival. The eyepiece is there, the T-spin is there. Turtle doing a great job to stay alive right now. And Gohan with the L misdrop is going to give Turtle another point.
Nice donation from Turtle as well there. Yeah, it's super clean stacking, super clean attack, and yeah. The 6-spin opener from both. Turtle first to misdrop, and now has to work through the back-to-back disadvantage, but Gohan breaks early, so potentially to a misdrop. I didn't see that, but that board definitely looked like the aftermath of a piece that did not quite go where it was meant to go. 38 spike from Turtle, that just... The 38 from Turtle just didn't even arrive on Gohan's board. It was like, Gohan got one line in the garbage queue. Okay, Gohan now had 20 lines in the garbage queue, and that was a bit too much. Unfortunate. And yeah,
just a couple of misdrops. Turtle starting to bring this back here. Wasn't looking great with the 7-1 start, but we'll see if Turtle can continue this momentum into more points. It's difficult to do against an opponent like Gohan, but if there's anybody that can do it, it's Turtle.
Yeah. I mean, Gohan can definitely spiral a bit sometimes, I think, but they appear to be fairly controlled at the moment. Yeah. The sort of fake-ish 39 spike with the very sort of delay between the things, but that's still a 39. And
that's some messy garbage on Gohan's board that they're going to have to work through. They have the L-spins to do it, though, setting up the mech heart shape along the way. Turtle going to have to break and sees that -9 on the board, but that board is looking pretty good for Turtle as they're getting into the well. Gohan with the 27 spike in the break.
And that happened to line up with a Turtle misdrop. Or not even a misdrop, no, that's just bad piece sequence. Turtle caught off guard, and Gohan potentially looking to take back the momentum here. We're not supposed to be biased, but you know, is it biased to want more gameplay here? It's,
I would say no. I think that's fair game.
Moral dilemma here.
But we do see that back-to-back going back and forth here. Gohan going to have to break with that misdrop. Turtle breaks as well. We end up relatively even here as both players are on that down stack right now.
Gohan scored slightly worse, but manages to clean that up quite nicely, preserving back-to-back as well, but forced to break again. And yeah, Turtle unfazed by that break and now has that well, which converts to a lot of attack with probably more on the way, but you know, Gohan does not live to see you know, what the calamity that could have been unleashed there. More 6-spin openers, yay. Ooh, some mutual plonking there. Gohan less patient of the two. but ends up not super mattering with both players in a fairly neutral spot. Turtle's break forces Gohan to break. Ooh, that piece order is very awkward, but manages to find a combo into a TST to get out. And now Turtle a bit stuck. Okay, not stuck at the top, gets out, and yeah, it took some time to look for the combo, found it, executed it perfectly, and yeah, that's all she wrote.
A CPC spin versus just normal stick spin. Gohan bringing this into some all spins.
Gohan looks like it changed up the opening strategy though, because we see a lot less of the like freestyle-y opens compared to earlier in the round. Oh yeah, Stream gets that. Damn. Stream gets 6-9 and we get 6-7. This is
quite the day for us here, as Gohan's board is not looking good. Up at the top, a couple of early misdrops is going to give Turtle the point, letting them stay in this first to 11.
Yeah, 7-9. Potentially mounting a comeback. We might get to see a deuce. I haven't kept up. Have we seen a deuce in this tourney yet or no?
I personally haven't, but a lot of this tournament has gone on during my stay in bed time. So
yeah, that is fair enough. Most of this tournament day has been going on during my Slay the Spire time, so,
Fair enough.
We've had deuces today, okay. Thank you. So, that doesn't make this potential deuce any less exciting, though. As we have Gohan do some all-spin, trying to get into that 7-2 well there. Turtle, bit of an awkward board here, forced to take some skims with, even if Turtle worked his way through that board state there was a lot of cheese coming, so
PCO stack from both sides. This Turtle is plonking this mini mech heart shape, waiting for that garbage there.
Was that ZPs did not look intentional?
No,
yeah,
that did not. Just the way that they paused just makes it seem very non-intentional.
I mean, the pause not so much as like the fact that it converted into absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Because the pause I could believe plonking, but then the ZPs led to like 2 soft drops that converted to exactly 0 attacks. So, I have faith in Turtle to not make a decision that converts to 5 soft drops and 0 attack. Usually.
Turtle with this clean well right here does misdrop that J piece, and
Gohan with
going to use that opportunity to break.
We completely missed, and that leads to a win. Yeah, I saw that. I think that might even have been a DTC spin. Not sure, but yeah, that was very clean. Both players ultra stat farming here. 223 APM, 447 versus to 236 APM, 457 versus.
Over 4 PPS.
Yeah, that too. But Turtle playing fast is not something we are super used to, at least in TL. At least when I get them, they tend to be a lot more careful. Our players have been offered a break. Gohan responded with exclamation mark ready, so
yeah, they're always ready.
Yeah.
But maybe Turtle will want to take that break. So I have to ask, have you tried multiplayer in Slay the Spire 2 yet?
I have, yes.
How's that been going for you?
It's quite fun, I have to say. It definitely makes the early game, it's a lot easier to snowball into the late game. But yeah, the early game, I think the enemies scale up like a bit unfavorably. They scale up a bit harder than, just doubling the HP, I think, which does make it a bit scarier. But oftentimes someone high rolls into something and then the late game is just kind of chill.
And neither of these players wanted a break. Surprise, surprise. So we're just going straight into our bracket reset for you guys. Got to keep you guys warm. Got to keep you guys on your feet. And that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. I mean, I do think it makes sense for both players to want to keep going. I think Turtle had, Gohan obviously won the set and still wants to keep that momentum going. But Turtle also had some, good rounds, especially even closer to the end of the set. So might want to try and also capture that momentum they had going on.
Gohan with some latter drops.
Also, this round has just been some insane stat farming from both. I haven't really commented because I've tried to go more on the macro stuff that's happening, but we've just been seeing a 40 flung around, 62 spike apparently. Didn't see that number, but yeah, Gohan has been sending out some big numbers, and Turtle has just been working through this. Maybe you know, why take a break when they're finally warmed up?
I will also say someone in chat did point out that it is 1 a.m. for both of these players right now.
Oh yeah, well, you know, as the local European, I can't have that much pity with terrible tournament times.
Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough.
That's just part of the game, fellas. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 1 a.m. not even that bad, you know. Let's do more.
Yeah, I mean, again, my last matches of TWC last year were played at 3 a.m. in some French Airbnb in Paris. So you know, I've seen it all. I've seen it all.
Speaking of seeing it all, Gohan's board state, that's got to be like a new one, you know? Like,
yeah, Gohan will not be seeing anything because he is dead.
You know how they say sometimes in chess that like, oh, this position has never been reached in any human play before? Sometimes I wonder about that with Tetria.
Yeah, I mean, I think with both boards together, there's definitely a lot of positions that, you know, aren't really seen, especially with the like fancier all-spin setups a lot of the top players make. Like, I feel like some reasonably clean board from, you know, some middling ranked player maybe has been seen before, but like a lot of this all-spin nonsense, not so much. Also, Matt commenting on the fact that Turtle loves anything. Yeah, I find that Turtle's survival, just in general, I haven't really commented on it, but they very frequently just feel so unkillable. It's very, very strong defense here. But not enough to get through whatever Gohan was sending here. Turtle getting the convenient well into Giga combo down stack.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, Gohan not really ready for that. Also covered his own well here. And yeah, that's just... Oh.
Gohan misdrops the first piece.
It was the second piece. But yeah, that is...
Put him down so fast I can't tell the order, if we're being honest here. And
that is
speaking of
absolutely
on
fair.
Both sides.
They're on both sides. Gohan having to make some very bad concessions, I think, to clean up his stack. Turtle the one here pushing the speed in this round. Gohan attempting to potentially wait a bit to cancel. Because yeah, Gohan knows this is coming from Turtle, but you know, knowing that it's coming and knowing what to do about it are two different things, and Gohan does not succeed at the latter. Some more TD versus STPC. Gohan with some 8-1, but manages to get through it completely fine. Some more mech art. Turtle first to break, but Gohan gets an awkward piece order and is forced to break and turn, but Turtle barely getting out here. And now we're back in a fairly neutral spot. Turtle a bit lower, but Gohan's board a bit messy. The stun stack doesn't seem super fine, and yeah, forced to break again. Turtle has more clean to work with. Nice 6 combo, but doesn't do anything.
And Gohan here with this hole in the board gets through things well to get that back-to-back going, but both players are looking to build up that back-to-back. Gohan with the misdrop.
Not so bad immediately, but does force them to break, and now it's Turtle's game to win. But the piece order does not cooperate, and now, yeah, Turtle again at disadvantage. And just can't burst out that down stack in time, just one piece or 2 pieces off.
One of the things that had me just speechless there on Gohan's side was the way that they were able to convert a misdrop into not breaking their back-to-back. The creativity and like quick thinking that was going on that side of the board, I was just like sitting over here with my jaw dropped. Yeah,
it's definitely very good. It's definitely one of the better things you can practice in quick play, because you get to actually take your time, practice your vision with that. Go on with some potential power stacking here, but doesn't really convert to anything. No, there's a tiny bit of cheese on Turtle's side now, but Yeah, the cheese comes in bad column, and Turtle has to break here, and Gohan spikes and sends more cheese, but okay, we're back to neutral. It's all good. You know,
Both players looking to
Gohan
build up that back-to-back. Gohan with a
building up
35 spike.
big spike, and oh no, Turtle
misrotate on the team.
tries to burst, misrotates, and yeah, I could almost have gotten out there, I think, but just barely off. And Gohan, I think, noticed the misdrop as well, and you know, tried to get something over onto Turtle's side to, you know, take advantage of that. Ooh, this garbage on Turtle's board again does not look very nice to work through. But manages to keep back-to-back through. Gohan breaks. Turtle barely any resources on the board and manages to find just enough defense anyways, but yeah, that board, they just had to sacrifice their board a bit too much to live that 30 spike, and then Gohan in a good spot to keep pressuring, and now in the lead again.
Yeah, definitely did a good job of chipping things away there in terms of board state, and now we see this early mech heart shape versus, I mean, a nice cut copy there from Turtle with the 31 spike. Gohan breaks as well, and the miss drops to follow up.
Yeah, the combo was perhaps enough to buy time for that first miss drop. I think Turtle could have gotten out of that, but the second one, yeah, that not so much. And now we have 6-3. Let's see if either of the players will do something to honor that. No. Damn. Turtle getting 3-6 garbage though. Both players actually. And manages to convert.
And the 34 spike comes through. Very nicely played there by Turtle.
Yeah,
the down stack, the combo is great.
Yeah, mech heart shape into a combo Tetris. Yeah. Come on, PCO. Turtle, also something PCO-esque. Oh, both players PCO actually. Huh. Still another combo spike, but Gohan is ready this time.
Gohan down at the bottom and sees that -8 at the top of the board as Turtle breaks in the 33 spike. Gohan up at the top in the quick break there with the down stack.
Yeah, Gohan
Turtle
actually
now
plonking some stuff and manages to convert that garbage into a combo which Turtle was not quite ready to accept here. Yeah, Gohan might be running away with it, but you know, Turtle got a power boost when Gohan was at 7 points last set, so you know. Maybe we'll get a repeat of that. Ooh. Gohan with an awkward stack for all of like 2 seconds, but Turtle had some struggles on their own board. So
the misdrops from Gohan.
That stack was bad for a bit more than 2 seconds this time, and yeah.
I think my favorite part of that was how Gohan clearly didn't realize what was going on with the horizontal eye misdrop and tossed 2 pieces on top of it way after the misdrop happened.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely something about if you just have this input sequence ready in your mind, especially at the speed, where you just like do not really, you sort of stop checking if your pieces actually went where you wanted them to go. And that can sometimes lead to just bursting on top of misdrops, like for, you know, a lot longer than what should reasonably happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Gohan with a very, very, very good position here to keep pressuring. Oh, okay, manages to keep back-to-back here. Turtle, also in some 9-0 here.
Oh, Turtle survives! That survival there is insane. It works out so well. The 2 pieces come through for that side well. Yeah. And Turtle with the 16 spike there, so much of that got canceled. Got used towards canceling Gohan.
Yeah, a bit of cheese on Gohan's board that, you know, was promptly eradicated. Turtle 25 spike doesn't really do much of anything though. Ooh, another good combo from Turtle to survive again.
The eye misdrop.
Oh, Gohan has a very clean well. They can get to... Nope.
Guess what the score is?
No well access. Oh, and now Stream gets 6-7. Congratulations, chat. You've done it.
Good job. It was all you guys sending your energy for that.
Yes. Yeah. Gohan's got us 6-7 on the board again. Now you can lock it, right? That's how that works? Yeah.
So true. Absolutely. Turtle up at the top of the board now, trying to figure out how to get down here.
Yeah, some very...
great.
This misdrop from Turtle is like the worst thing possible. The eyepiece that's on the side that's way too high that messes you up on the finesse back tap. It's the worst thing ever. When you want to play something in column 9, so you tap it back, but the eyepiece already makes it arrive at column 9 when you dash to the wall, and then you die and you're sad. It's frankly the worst thing of all time, I think. Turtle with a very good position to pressure. Elects to break here. Preserve their board. Go Turtle with some cheese and some misdrops to work through. And the combination proves fatal with Gohan, doing what Gohan does best. Now we have 6-9.
Nice, guys. You're getting all your memes today.
Okay, Turtle, you got your 6-9. Now you can lock in. Yeah, now it's time. Yeah, see? Gohan already intimidated from the incoming Turtle power boost.
Totally.
And, yep, it works. It works.
It just works.
Okay, can we get a deuce for true finals? That would be lovely.
And we do see a misdrop on Gohan's board that could do it, but no, they clean it up well, and then the O misdrop, and yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, that works. Good job, Turtle.
They're listening. Calm's blessing. Another classic TD versus 6-spin. Turtle gets a small combo that just gives Gohan more clean to work with. Turtle with the worst board state but the better surge. Turtle now only with the worst board state and nothing to show for it. And Gohan with the point.
Tournament point here for Gohan in the true finals. We'll see if Turtle is able to turn this back around or if Gohan closes this out. Maybe we'll see the deuce, or maybe this is our last point for the tournament.
We'll see. Turtle certainly has the garbage to make something happen. And okay, but in a position that's good enough to handle the misdrop decently well and handle the following break that came from the surge deficit. This board state, however, from Turtle I do not enjoy, and Gohan is in a great spot to just keep pressing with some cheesy all spins. But Turtle finds the mech heart shape here and is now looking to get this back into a neutral position. Gohan with another break. Turtle just absorbs it.
Turtle with the back-to-back advantage now.
Yeah.
Gohan's definitely going to look to even that out. Turtle
board
breaks.
here is not looking very nice either. That's some pretty annoying garbage to work through, but manages to, effortlessly dig through in a couple of seconds. As always, honestly.
Of course.
It's more of a notable thing when they don't find their way through this awkward situation. Ooh, Turtle pushed to the top, but Gohan, mercifully for Turtle, just has some misdrops at a crucial moment and allows Turtle to get out here.
Ooh, the misdrop from Turtle there, that's fixable though.
Easily fixed. And now Turtle again with a good board state to just pump out some pressure. Yeah. Ooh, breaks though because the garbage doesn't cooperate.
STSD misdrop there from Turtle is going to force them to break as well.
That's
and
bad
Gohan has
because
that clean
Gohan,
well. That looks bad.
Gohan with that well, very dangerous. But Turtle finds a very nice all-spin sequence there. Gohan breaks, but can't convert it to anything. Turtle now, again, the player with the clean well here. And Gohan with the misdrop. Can this lead somewhere? Yes.
Wow.
Great round. 2 minutes.
I was watching Turtle's side a lot more that time than
Gohan's,
and I noticed so many just clean misdrop fixes. There were misholds and just other misplays, and the ability to stay calm and fix those was absolutely what gave Turtle that point there.
Well deserved, certainly. Okay.
The minus
Turtle
12 appears on Turtle's board with the 25 spike. Both players kind of up towards the top.
Gohan tanks this, but manages to work their way through here. And Turtle with another clean well for the deuce, but Gohan also in a very good position here.
Turtle breaks. Gohan breaks. We're at the same surge point.
Which is roughly 0. Gohan first to build surge, but the board does not allow him to really keep going. Gohan looking for a TST, but that does lead to some complications with the stack. Now Turtle potentially looking to maybe build some surge. But Gohan very mindfully just sends a tiny bit of cheese that might make it more difficult for Turtle to actually build up, and yeah.
Turtle got a little greedy with the stack there, and that caused them to have that early break, but it works out for them, and they're continuing to build up that back-to-back. There's that surge.
Gohan missed drop, and we get a deuce. Now, Gohan might have misread that S piece for Z piece there. I think if it's the other one, it's the other one that's been worked, but yeah, it was just one off in the queue.
Gohan spin versus that
with some very fast opener gaming here, kept up 5 PPS for quite some time. Which perhaps in the age of Westel is, you know, we've seen more, but especially from these players, they do seem a bit more on the efficient side, maybe. Oh, Turtle finds a spike, but Gohan, I think, clutch clears his... Yeah, gets a clutch clear out and takes the point. That was a clutch clear. I got the instant replay. And Gohan does miss drop, but a bit too late. 290, that's also something.
Mech heart shape from Gohan. Has to accept a lot of cheese here and sees that -8 up the top of the board.
Very bad stack here for Gohan. Forced to take a lot of skims, and yeah, Turtle looking to maybe push the advantage with some surge, but Gohan managing to stay in it, not really managing to gain an advantage, but keeping himself out of disadvantage, which is probably good enough in that spot. Now Gohan sends a big spike. Oh! I don't think that L piece was what Turtle wanted to do here, but...
No, didn't look like it.
Manages to find something workable anyways. Spike from Turtle. Oh, Gohan with a big well, but it's a 9-0 well, which...
Turtle doesn't look ready to handle this, and I think that's it.
Not enough of a mercy for Turtle. And that is game. Very exciting matchup. Well played to both players. Very, very close. Very nice to see. The versus scores have gone up since the last set.
Both over
because
450.
Why not? Yeah. That's really not okay, I have to say.
I mean, what more can we ask for than a deuce in our bracket reset here with our 1 versus 2 seed, bringing it back from that short-lived losers bracket run. Was down there just a little bit, but came back up.
You know, look, wanted to see how the peasants were doing or something. Okay, no disrespect to the other players of this tournament, though. I think they also played exceptionally well, of course, but yeah.
Yeah, and so that is it for EU Canon Open 2. That is the second iteration of an open tournament from EU Canon, but EU Canon also does monthly European tournaments. So those will continue to happen. So feel free to come back and stick around for those. Yeah, mostly for the European players that actually intend to play. As a frequent player, it's a very streamlined experience to play, both in the European monthlies